Plus 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. We are here on Impact Wrestling, the final Impact of Season 4. 7 days from today, we'll be under siege, and folks, I will apologize in advance. This is going to be a definitely much more rushed episode of Impact than normal. This is being recorded the night before it needs to go out. Yesterday, Tuesday, July 25th, the day before I'm recording this, was my birthday, so I didn't have any time to work on videos. If I had any time to work on videos, it is almost 7 in the evening. My fiance gets home from work in the next 10 minutes. So there was all the trouble with Dynamite yesterday. It's been a rushed week. WrestleMania week is kicking my ass right now. Okay, good. More than 30 seconds in the video, I can say that. Yeah, WrestleMania week is beating me down. WrestleMania is not even done yet. Normally it's been done for a month by now. Every other year before this. But we're kicking things off with Father James Mitchell's current monster, Erick Redbeard, making his way to the ring. Redbeard will enter the Monsters Ball for the first time in his career next week when he goes one-on-one with the French-Canadian Frankenstein, PCO. But right now, Erick Redbeard gets a little bit of a warm-up as he's going one-on-one with Kenny King, who's making his way to the ring. Kenny King making his way down to the ring tonight. A matchup here for him tonight. Chance to prove himself with a potential big win. Knock off a monster. So Kenny King making his way down to the ring. So yes, I do apologize that the week has been a little rough on the channel this week. So Kenny King making his way down to the ring. And to that one commenter in particular who thought this was something nice to say on my birthday, I apologize that there's not better commentary on this channel. That's all I will say to that. So Kenny King makes his way to the ring. Erick Redbeard and Kenny King going head-to-head, one-on-one. Here we go. Oh, Kenny King runs in with a massive clothesline. Taking him down, runs in. Erick Redbeard slamming him down. Redbeard grabs onto him, pulls Kenny in. Erick Redbeard with massive powerbomb to Kenny King. Hits the ropes and... oh, went for a splash. Nobody home. I will open up and tell you guys, though, that part of what has taken up so much of my week is I have been working very hard to mod 2K23 more so than I already had. I've been learning how to insert new character slots into the game rather than having to work based off of just the characters in the game. So, very soon you will get to see more characters, custom modded female characters finally starting to make their debuts in the game because I'm not having to override characters anymore. As Kenny King waits for Redbeard, Redbeard getting back up on the apron, and Redbeard... oh, referee took the boot on that one. Kenny King takes the brunt of it after that, and now Redbeard shoved back by Kenny. Kenny King now grabs onto him, headbutt knocking him down. Kenny King standing tall, Redbeard staggering back to his feet. Kenny King grabs him, throws him off the ropes. Kenny King, nobody home. Erick Redbeard. Oh, what a kick, knocking him down. Of course, in our main event later tonight, we'll be seeing Frankie Kazarian defend the X Division Championship against Josh Alexander, as there's a right hook from Erick Redbeard. Redbeard getting him back up to his feet. So, for example, if everything goes according to plan, next week you will actually see Redbeard using a modded version of himself. I found a folder. Shout out to modder Ways Dead, who has an entire folder available on 2K23. Spinning heel kick there from Redbeard that has worked to port characters from all past games. And as Redbeard was looking for a choke slam, Kenny King countered Redbeard with a forearm. And now Redbeard grabs onto Kenny King, scoops him up, and hangs him up in the ropes. Erick Redbeard bringing his knees into the ribs of Kenny King and taking him down with a fall-away slam. Knocking him down and out. Redbeard hits the ropes. And, oh, went for another splash. Nobody home. Kenny King out of the way now, and Kenny headbutt to Redbeard, knocking him off his feet. Kenny King now into a cover on Redbeard. Here we go, Kenny King for the one. No! Erick Redbeard getting the shoulders up. Redbeard gets hit with an elbow in the back. Redbeard's down. Kenny grabs onto him now. Kenny King getting back up to his feet. Redbeard punches him in the mouth. Knocking him back. He's got him by the throat. Redbeard. Choke slam. Cover. 1, 2. Kenny King staying alive. Kenny King has stayed alive. Erick Redbeard grabs him by the head, and Redbeard deadlift. Power slam, cover. Shades of an old brother of his, kick out from Kenny. And now Redbeard hitting him with a splash, taking down Kenny King. Erick Redbeard hits the ropes again and nails another splash on Kenny King. Redbeard getting him back up to his feet now. Redbeard with a right hook into a jab. There's an uppercut and, whoa, went for the roundhouse kick. Kenny King countered. Redbeard and King going back and forth. Kenny, jawbreaker again. Kenny King, no, countered again. Erick Redbeard gets turned around with a right hook now, and Erick Redbeard kicked in the head. Cover. Kenny King, 1, 2. Kick out from Erick Redbeard. Redbeard has stayed alive, and now Kenny getting him back up to his feet. Kenny King gets him up on his shoulders. Kenny King. Oh, look at that. Managing to take him down. Cover on Redbeard. Kenny King, 1, 2. No. Kenny King tried to slay the monster. Erick Redbeard stays in it. And now Kenny goes out of the ring. Face to face with Father James Mitchell right now as James Mitchell launches him back into the ring. Redbeard getting him back to his feet off the assist from the Sinister Minister. Hits the roundhouse kick. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Erick Redbeard gets the win. Redbeard with a massive win there over Kenny King tonight. Putting him down and out was Erick Redbeard. Kenny King goes down. Erick Redbeard standing tall. We got plenty more coming. That was only our first matchup here tonight on this episode of Impact Wrestling. Let's head back. Zach Rushing, this one's for you. Let's hear from Eddie Edwards. Ladies and gentlemen, we're backstage now with 1/3 of the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions, Eddie Edwards. Eddie, welcome back to Impact. We know it's been a little bit since we've seen you. So, what brings you back? Well, you know, it's pretty simple. I've been doing all this stuff with Honor No More, focusing on Ring of Honor for quite a while now, but I think it's about time for me to come back to Impact. I knew it was about time for me to come back and focus on the one thing that everyone and myself have been waiting for me to do, and that is winning the Impact World Championship. I'm coming back into action, having my first match in Impact in a few weeks now. Later tonight, I'm going one-on-one with Juice of the Bullet Club. And after that, next week, I want a match. I want to welcome people back into my wheelhouse, the No Holds Barred match. Next week, at Under Siege. Next person I see, I'm calling you out. Oh. I'd be lying if I said I was hoping that it was you. Tonight you get off with a warning. Next week, you're on, Edwards. I'll bring the bat. You bring the chair. They're not going to be calling the ambulance for me this time, Callahan. Well, folks, a massive matchup made for next week at Under Siege. Next week, Callahan, Edwards, no holds barred. We got to double up on security, but now, making her way to the ring, getting ready for her own no holds barred match next week. It's Jordynne Grace making her way down to the ring. Oh no, wait a minute. Well, there's her opponent for next week, Hikaru Shida. Going after Jordynne Grace. Hikaru Shida not letting Jordynne Grace get to the ring for her match tonight. Shida and Grace going at it before their match next week. It has been absolute assault after assault from both of these women these last several weeks since Shida made her way to Impact. Hikaru Shida grabs hold of Jordynne Grace, and Hikaru Shida. Oh no. Oh, Shida, what are you doing? Shida's got a hold of Jordynne Grace up on the stage, and Shida firing away with kicks. Jordynne Grace managed to save herself, but Shida with a drop kick nonetheless. Hikaru Shida oh my God, has just wiped out Jordynne Grace. You want to say it again? Yeah, I'll say it. That tag match was all your fault. You're the one that told me to bring the guitar in. Yeah, well, you're the one that decided to try and put your hands on my guitar. Well, you know what? The Machine Brian Cage deserves a better partner than you. Yeah, like who? You? I haven't wrestled in a long time, but I'll tell you what, I've done better than you, you washed-up old man. Yeah, you really think that, Aaron? Yeah, I sure do. Well, I want you to say it again. You're a washed-up old... That's what I thought. Again, I do apologize, folks. We are just kind of moving right along tonight, as we are moving into our next matchup of the evening, as now, here comes the Bullet Club to the ring for some singles action. It is going to be Rock Hard Juice Robinson in action tonight as Bullet Club make their way down to the ring. Kenta, Chris Bay, and Ace Austin all going to be accompanying Rock Hard Juice Robinson to the ring. Bullet Club have really been trying to get things back on track for themselves as of late. They're making their way down to the ring tonight. This is a big matchup for Juice. He's actually going to be going one-on-one with Eddie Edwards tonight. We heard Eddie talking about that not long ago. We were supposed to have Jordynne Grace in action in our second match of the night, but it seems that's been cut thanks to the attack from Hikaru Shida. And because, again, time. Things should be back to normal next week, hopefully. I mean, Under Siege is going to be a very long show. There's no way that's going to cut short. So either way, Bullet Club have made their way down to the ring. Let's bring on Eddie Edwards, a guy that I reluctantly admit has not been featured very much since the start of LS11 Impact. I know a lot of people were excited about Eddie Edwards when LS11 Impact started. They thought, oh, we're going to see Eddie Edwards, one of the mainstays of Impact over the last several years, former real-life world champion. Then he's really not done much here in LS11 Impact. First time we really got to see Eddie Edwards do much was a few months ago at a Ring of Honor Best in the World, where himself and the Kingdom, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, the Honor No More trio, winning the Ring of Honor 6-man tag titles. So Eddie Edwards making his way down to the ring tonight for a big matchup here. He had a matchup not long ago here on Impact. He took on Brian Cage in the main event right before Victory Road, in fact, when Brian Cage was set to battle Samoa Joe. But now it is Edwards and Juice one-on-one. Here we go. They lock up. Juice Robinson throws him back, knee into the ribs, taking him down. Eddie Edwards goes down, and now Juice Robinson turning him over. Robinson grabs onto him by the leg, lifts him up, and takes out the leg of Eddie Edwards. Grabs onto him now, floats over, goes for a DDT, counter, Juice Robinson. Oh, punched in the gut by Eddie Edwards. And Eddie with a leaping clothesline, taking him down. Eddie Edwards has him down now, and Edwards punching him on the face of Juice Robinson. He's got him down, kicks him in the ribs. Eddie getting him back up to his feet now. Eddie Edwards with a chop. Right hook connects into a jab. Forearm strike. Eddie Edwards knocks him into the ropes, and massive clothesline taking Juice to the outside. Eddie Edwards pacing back and forth now. Edwards has him down. Referee begins the count out. At the count of 2 here, Edwards pacing. Juice Robinson down on the outside, and you can see Eddie looking out at all the other members of Bullet Club, essentially warning them to stay out of his business, and Edwards runs like he's going to dive, but Robinson gets back in the ring. A massive jab. Juice Robinson hits him with some right hooks, and Juice throws him in, pulls him in, knee into the ribs of Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards, now it's his turn. He's rolling onto the bottom rope. He's retreating from the match. And whoa, Juice goes flying. And now here come Chris Bay and Kenta to ringside as Juice Robinson pulling back on the fingers there. This crowd of 6 sadistic people chanting to break his fingers. Knee strike there from Eddie Edwards. Knocking him back now. Edwards into a drop kick. Ace Austin's come running around. Referee at the count of 5 here. Eddie grabs onto him and throws Juice back into the ring. Eddie Edwards now up to the top rope. Juice Robinson, right hook. Throws him off the top. Down he goes. Juice now turning Eddie over into a cover. Juice Robinson for the 1. No, Eddie Edwards gets the shoulder out. Into a clothesline now. Into another. Juice Robinson Oh, Eddie went for a kick. Juice caught him. Took out the legs of Eddie Edwards. Edwards is down. Juice Robinson turning him into a cover now. Eddie Edwards is down. Juice for the one. No, Eddie kicked out immediately on that one. Eddie Edwards, went for a chop. Juice Robinson catches him. Sends him off the ropes. Massive clothesline. Taking him down. And now Juice Robinson getting Eddie back up to his feet. And Juice grabs onto him. Kicked in the ribs now by Eddie. Into a double axe handle. And another. Eddie Edwards ducks the clothesline. Coming off the ropes. Leaping clothesline. Wiping him out. Eddie now throws him in the corner. Big knee strike again. Into another. Eddie Edwards has got Juice down. Eddie Edwards now is starting to bring on the fight here. Bringing the fire is Eddie Edwards. He grabs onto Juice. Sending him off the ropes. And Eddie Edwards. No, they collide head on. Juice Robinson with a right hook. Into a senton. And now Juice has got him down. Goes for a kick to turn him over. Eddie taking him down. Cover on Juice. One. No, Eddie Edwards not able to keep him down. Juice Robinson now rolls out of the ring. And Eddie Edwards, hits the ropes like he's going to fly. Eddie decides against it. Running the ropes to tease Robinson. Oh, got him with a knee strike as he was coming back in. And now Eddie's got him back up to his feet. Eddie Edwards has him by the legs. Has him by the head, lifts him up, and suplexes him down. Eddie Edwards going up to the top rope now. Edwards is looking to fly. Eddie Edwards, no, went for a knee strike. Juice Robinson out of the way. And now Robinson getting him back up to his feet. Robinson, right hook, turns him around, countered. Edwards, neck breaker connects from Eddie Edwards. And now Edwards going up to the top rope, looking to fly. Juice Robinson's down. Eddie Edwards. Oh, undershot in the knees. Grabbing at his knees now. Robinson is down. Edwards went for a kick. Juice runs in. Bulldog from Juice Robinson. Eddie Edwards goes down. Juice has got him down. Edwards in some trouble here. Juice with another right hook. And Juice Robinson pulls him in. And now he's taking him towards the ropes. Juice Robinson puts him in the ropes now. What is he thinking here? There's a jab. Kicks him in the ribs, and now Edwards in trouble. Look at this, Robinson. Oh my God, using the ropes to bend Edwards' neck back. Down goes Eddie. Juice Robinson walking away, very proud of himself on that one. And now Robinson, armbar. Armbar in on Eddie Edwards. Edwards in trouble. Juice has got him down. Edwards rolls back through, and Edwards punches him in the face, and again, knocking him back. And now Juice Robinson grabs onto him, full Nelson. Slam! Taking down Eddie Edwards. Back into a cover now. Eddie Edwards is down. 1, 2, no! Kicks out again. Does Eddie Edwards. Whoa, he's got Robinson. Got him by the head, pulled him through. Into a cover. 1, no! Juice Robinson kicks out. Boston knee party from Eddie Edwards. 1, 2, no! Robinson got the shoulders up. Now Juice Robinson. Kill switch. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out from Edwards. And Juice Robinson throws up the 2 sweet. Edwards caught him, no small package. Eddie Edwards. 1, 2. He got it. Eddie Edwards sneaks away with the win. A big win there for Eddie Edwards tonight. The Boston knee party couldn't do it for Eddie. The kill switch couldn't do it for Juice. And then bam, right there, small package, pulled him in. And Eddie Edwards has earned a victory here tonight on Impact Wrestling. Albeit a somewhat rare sight, Eddie Edwards has returned to Impact. I'm excited to see what he's going to do next. So Eddie with a big win now. Our main event of Frankie Kazarian versus Josh Alexander is coming up. But we've caught a very interesting interaction just moments ago backstage. I thought you only showed up to be annoying if we said your name. Yeah, you might think that. It's probably easy to think that, but this is more serious than that. Because you see, for a while now, your name's been linked to mine, Joe, and not just because we both share the name Joe, but because ever since I won my championship, the big question has been, when is Joe Hendry going after the World Championship? When is he going to step up the card? Samoa Joe, I just want you to know that when I make it past Jeff Jarrett next week, you've warned me to pick my enemies very wisely, and well, you may think it's an unwise pick. I just call it our world champion being scared, because Samoa Joe, after I'm done with Jeff Jarrett, your Impact World Championship is next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to the main event of the night. Because the title won't be on the line next week due to the 8-man tag match, it is time for the X Division title to be on the line. As here comes the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, to the ring. He's going to be leading Team Impact next week against the Main Event Mafia. We already saw Samoa Joe heading out of the arena just a moment ago, so it is just Kazarian and Beer Money Inc. in the building tonight. I've been told that Motor City Machine Guns aren't here tonight due to Alex Shelley suffering a minor injury in his matchup with Bobby Roode a few weeks ago. And Bully Ray is not here due to, well, he didn't want to be here. Can't blame him. As Josh Alexander makes his way down to the ring, the walking weapon, looking to win his first singles title in the Ultimate Universe, a former tag team champion here in Impact Wrestling, but he looks to win the X Division title tonight, going head-to-head with Frankie Kazarian. Why does everyone just use Brian Cage's motion? I'll fix that later. On a hard deadline today. So, the X Division champion making his way down to the ring. The tag team champions in his corner. 3 members of the Main Event Mafia, 3 out of the 4 members of the Main Event Mafia making their way down to the ring. Frankie Kazarian, a wily veteran, going to take down this young up-and-comer in Josh Alexander. I mean, Josh Alexander, younger than all these guys for sure. Josh Alexander's been here for a little while. Josh Alexander looking down at Frankie Kazarian. I say young guy, he's 36. So, there it is, the X Division Championship. It is Josh Alexander versus Frankie Kazarian tonight. X Division title is on the line. Any further ado, folks, here we go. Alexander and Kazarian staring down. Oh, a right hook from Kazarian. Grabs onto him, and there's a chop again. Now Frankie Kazarian firing away on him. He's got Josh Alexander up. Spine buster, taking him down. And now Kazarian has got Alexander down. Frankie Kazarian has the arm. Taking out the arm with a knee strike. Now Frankie Kazarian's got Josh Alexander down still. And it's been all Kazarian so far, but now Alexander pops back up with a leg sweep. And now Josh Alexander runs in. Neck breaker. Now the walking weapon's starting to turn things around with a kick. Alexander comes off the ropes. Massive elbow strikes into the back of the head. Josh grabs onto him now, and Josh Alexander slamming him down. There's a kick knocking him down now, and Josh Alexander goes for the kick. Frankie Kazarian into a clothesline, knocking down the walking weapon. Kazarian, knee into the back of the head, taking down Josh Alexander. Now Frankie Kazarian getting him back up to his feet. Kazarian with a chop into a right hook. In front of the one, hip toss from Josh Alexander. Into another kick, comes off the ropes, and double axe handle. And now Josh getting him back up to his feet here. Josh Alexander with a chop into another one. And another chop knocks him back. Josh Alexander off the ropes. Whoa! Bobby Roode gets up in his face, and Frankie Kazarian capitalizes with a poison rana right on that surgically repaired neck. Turning Alexander over now is Kazarian into a cover for one. No! Josh Alexander gets the shoulders up. And now Frankie Kazarian for a crossbody. Josh Alexander out of the way. Alexander now grabs onto him, and Alexander spins him out into a tombstone, into a cover. 1, 2. Kaz gets the shoulders up. And now Frankie Kazarian rolls into the bottom rope, retreats to the outside. And Josh Alexander with a kick to Bobby Roode. Goes outside of the ring now. Josh Alexander. Whoa, Kazarian using beer money as a shield, hits the neck breaker. And now Kaz grabs onto him, Frankie Kazarian. Snapping back the arm. Pulling back on the arm now is Kazarian. Referee at the count of 5, getting him back up to his feet now. Frankie Kazarian grabs onto him and, throws him into James Storm. Referee at the count of 6, and Josh Alexander hits James Storm for his troubles. Alexander getting back up on the apron. Frankie Kazarian sending him crashing to the floor with a shoulder block. Kazarian grabs onto him now, and Frankie Kazarian suplexes him, taking him down. Referee restarting the count at 1. Grabs onto him now, pulls him in. Frankie Kazarian. Into an armbar, taking out the arm of Josh Alexander. Referee at the count of 3 now. Josh Alexander is down. 4. Kazarian standing tall now. Josh Alexander with a right hook connects. Alexander grabs onto him, and Josh throws him back into the ring at the count of 6. Josh Alexander for an overhand chop. Frankie Kazarian launches him into the corner. Kazarian goes for him for a knee strike, countered. Josh Alexander with the counter. Now Josh kicks out the leg. Has the leg tied up in the ropes. Josh Alexander off the ropes. Taking out the leg. Josh Alexander had him down there, and Josh grabs onto him for a massive German suplex. And now he turns him over, and Josh Alexander, grab the leg. Kazarian with a kick in the head of Josh Alexander. Turning him over now, Frankie Kazarian covers the walking weapon for the 1, 2, no! Josh Alexander had him down. Frankie Kazarian grabs onto him, getting him back to his feet. Right hand connects. Frankie Kazarian countered by Josh. Josh Alexander went for a forearm. Kaz throws him in the corner. Kazarian went head first into the corner. Josh Alexander with a drop kick. And now Josh Alexander kicks him in the leg. Josh Alexander's got him down, and Josh grabs the ankle. Ankle lock. Ankle lock in on Frankie, but Frankie Kazarian grabs the ropes. So Josh Alexander going into the legs repeatedly here. Picking him down again, turns him over again. Josh Alexander grabs him. No, Kazarian pushing him away again. Frankie Kazarian's got him down now. Josh staggering back up to his feet. Kazarian grabs onto him, throws him off the ropes, and knee into the ribs, taking him down. Now Josh Alexander getting picked back up to his feet. Frankie Kazarian, taking him down. Knee bar. Knee bar in from the X Division champ. Kazarian's got it in. Josh Alexander rolling back through, punches him in the face, and again, and again. Josh Alexander knocking him back. Josh Alexander hobbling. Kazarian gets caught again for the swinging tombstone pile driver from Josh Alexander for the 1, 2. Kick out again from Kazarian. Josh Alexander. Now Bobby Roode back in his face again. And Kazarian neckbreaker again to Alexander. Josh Alexander in trouble. Kazarian getting him back up to his feet. Forearm strike. Josh Alexander counters. Josh Alexander taking him down. Jackknife cover. Alexander into the cover for the 1, for the 2. No! Kazarian gets the shoulders up, and Josh Alexander, he wants Bobby Roode. Josh Alexander firing away on the glorious Bobby Roode, setting him into the apron. But Kaz caught him, and Kazarian with a German suplex on the floor. Frankie Kazarian's got a hold of Josh Alexander, has him by the arm, bending back the arm now. Kazarian stomps the arm of Josh Alexander. Referee at the count of 3. Kazarian's got him down. Kazarian has the arm, bends it back, kicks him in the ribs. We're at the count of 3 now. Kazarian punching Josh Alexander in the face repeatedly. He's got him down. Back up to his feet. Frankie Kazarian. No, kicked in the ribs by Josh Alexander, who hits him with a big pounce. 7 count. Josh Alexander getting him back up to his feet now, and Josh Alexander 8 count. Back into the ring attempt. They both slide back in at the same time. Josh Alexander's got him. Here we go. C4 from Josh Alexander. And now Josh Alexander turns him over. Grabs him by the ankle. Into ankle lock. Ankle lock is in. And, oh, rope break there. As Bobby Roode. Hang on a minute. Bobby Roode up onto the apron now. Bobby Roode. Oh, Kazarian rolls him through, bridging the cover. 1, 2, 3. And with the assistance from Beer Money Inc. on the outside, Frankie Kazarian steals the win from Josh Alexander. And Kazarian keeping the X Division Championship. That's going to do it tonight, folks. I'll see you all tomorrow evening for WrestleMania SmackDown Live. A premiere episode of SmackDown, the go-home show for WrestleMania, and totally not just a way for me to buy some extra time to make the episode. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.